Hi, I'm Peter Infantino, recognized authority on all things thriller. And across the aisle from me is
John Scolari. If there's one thing I'm not going to miss, it's that recycled DVD theme music that we keep hearing.
Yes. Well, we should begin because we are men who don't have a lot of time. We're always busy. We've always got people knocking on our doors. So as sort of an intro before we get into our drama, I thought we'd give, a little background, a little trivia, that sort of thing. You don't get that much on DVD commentaries. You get the dry kind of thing. We don't believe in the dry kind of thing. We like to give
moist commentary.
Flowing commentary is what I like to call it. None of that. And this guy starred in this movie. Who gives a shit with that movie that guy starred in? We're going to do a little countdown thing, a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's going to be your cue as the listener to hit your play button and actually start this episode.
So when you say we're going to do that, do you mean that they need to have their DVD in the player and ready to go?
Well, I don't want to sit here and have to wait for these people to go and get the DVD out of the package and put it in the DVD player.
If you could do that now while we talk and then come back, and by the time we're done talking, we'll be ready to tell you how to start the DVD.
Right. Okay. Well, we're just going to wait here and we're
going to keep talking. They're going to go off and do that.
Well, should we talk but just between the two of us, or should we include them? Or
I think we might as well assume that there's no one there.
Okay, all right.
And so you can go ahead and get started.
All right, so, okay. Oh, so I can start, I go ahead and start.
Please, by all means.
So anyway, Robert E. Howard. I mean, what a titan.
Ooh.
Creator of Conan.
Hold it there, Pete. I don't know if you got the email I just sent you. So the Pigeons from Hell is off the list. That's already covered.
What?
We got the list of 5, and basically they said thanks, but no thanks. However, I have it on good authority that there are 2 possibilities: The Watcher and The Fatal Impulse. So really, it's your choice. I know you've got some stuff prepared in case.
Yeah, I've got some stuff prepared. I got the Jets and the Patriots on the other channel. We could do that. We could go ahead and do commentary for that. I think that would work out just great, John. The Optimist quoted snippet from Stephen King. Thriller is probably the greatest horror show ever on TV. Do you remember that one?
Yes.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Stephen King probably didn't mean The Fatal Impulse. And I'm pretty sure that Stephen King probably never saw The Impulse. In fact, if he's seen it recently, he's probably rewriting the quote right now. I got to level with you guys. He's saying, I only saw one episode, and that was Pigeons from Hell. I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless, which is good for a DVD commentary.
Well,
wait, did Scow have something to do with this?
I don't think so, but
he's still mad that we thought of the blog before he did, huh?
There is that.
Petty, real petty. Thanks, David. Okay, I got tons of notes here. What am I supposed to do with all these Robert E. Howard notes?
Save them for a Conan the TV series.
I could do a friggin'
commentary
biography of Robert E. Howard right now.
Well, what do you got? Do you got any good stuff?
I got the complete history of Weird Tales. I got Schwarzenegger's Long Ride to Conan. I got Sandal Bergman's Unlisted Number.
Oh, stop right there. I think Fatal Impulse is going to be my choice here.
Right, yeah. You do know the saying, put a dress on a pig, it's still a pig, right?
I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
All right. So, do you think these people are back yet, or what?
Possibly. Let's assume they are. So folks are going to put in their DVD player. It's going to go through the motions and get you to that main lovely music you heard at the start of this particular recording. And once you've got that going, go ahead and select the Fatal Impulse. You'll see a screen with Elisha Cook, play episode, and play episode promo. You're going to want to keep that little skull right to the left of play episode. And when we count down, you're going to hit it, and we're going to start talking.
Oh.
So, Peter, you ready?
You sound very professional, Jim.
Thanks.
I'm ready. I've got this all keyed up, whatever you want to call it.
You're keyed up.
I'm all keyed up. It's keyed up.
But the key thing is now we have to do the Lethal Weapon thing. Are we doing like 3, 2, 1, and then press play episode, or are we pressing it on 1?
Okay, we'll go 3, 2, 1, turn it on. No.
But not right now, but we're...
Not yet? Oh, shit. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, now. Or are you going to just say 3, 2, 1, and turn it on?
You're going to confuse people, because you keep saying 3, 2, 1 now. By now, people are already halfway through the episode.
Oh,
so
okay. Well, you'll give the official...
I'm going to give the official word. When I say now, everybody press whatever button on your remote starts the episode playing. Peter, you ready?
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, now.
Wow. At this blank screen. That's
nice.
The best part of this episode, I think.
I already see it, so it could be your player.
I see a very long shadow. And it's Elijah Cook Jr., I believe.
It is. Now, the look at that lovely sign. Where's that sign posted, Peter?
It's... Well, we're going to see in a minute that it's posted over the world-famous 24-hour taco house.
Now, do you think they went out of business because they started posting signs over their window?
I'm not sure, but to me that doesn't look like a 24-hour taco house. It looks like maybe a 1-hour taco shop. It doesn't seem to be open. And
these are the important things you don't get in most commentaries.
No, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the world's been destroyed, and he's the last man on Earth.
Well, that would explain the limp.
He's this looks like that Twilight Zone episode. Where is everybody? With Earl Holliman.
Okay, I've got my sock here.
That's not his sock, John. And he's
Bible.
got. It looks like he's just been to the dentist. He's still got some of the gauze left in his mouth.
So what's interesting here is this guy that he calls, I swear, looks and sounds like the actor who plays Val in Payback with Mel Gibson.
Right. But I don't think it's him. No. It's not.
You're probably right.
I'm fairly sure.
Now, don't just sit and watch the episode, Pete.
Oh, but I'm intrigued. I forgot how this goes. It's fabulous. Well, I guess I should point out all the nuances of the dialogue.
There are nuances.
There seem to be.
So this is not one of the horror episodes, obviously.
No, this is one of the crime episodes, and
it is a crime.
It is a crime. It's not one of the better crime episodes. I'm sure there are people out there who actually think some of the crime episodes are pretty good. I'm not one of them so far.
So Elisha Cook Jr., what else has he done? Tell me about the man.
Well, Elijah Cook Jr. Oh, do you want me to bring up the IMDb, or you just want to go by memory? I'll go by memory.
Why don't we tell everybody else to go to the IMDb?
Yeah, everybody else go to the IMDb and just read that, because I'm not going to give any dry run here. Okay, so Elijah Cook, he was in a few genre flicks. He was in I Wake Screaming, which is based on the classic Steve Fisher novel. He was in Voodoo Island with Boris, who just popped up on
Boris.
the screen. He was in House on Haunted Hill. Black
his
Zoo.
floating head, very, very famous from the trailer for House on Haunted Hill.
Right. He was in The Black Zoo. He was in the original Night Stalker, the movie.
What about Blackula?
Blackula, His Finest Hour.
Excellent.
He was there. Yep. And now what's interesting here is that Karloff is going to call this episode The Impulse rather than The Fatal Impulse. To me, that was interesting, but
don't forget,
when
we'll see Mary Tyler Moore again later.
Yeah, Mary Tyler Moore. Yeah. It was interesting to me, but I talked to a few people behind the scenes, and it wasn't very interesting to them. It had been done before. Several of the thrillers were retitled, other titles, and it's based on a story by John D. MacDonald.
Okay, hang on a second. That always got to pause to hear that fingers on the scratchboard, blackboard of the opening theme.
Yeah.
Thanks, Pete Rugolo.
Sticks. It's very Bava-esque, I think.
The Fatal Impulse. There it is.
Right. So the story was written by John D. MacDonald, and he's famous for, of course, Cape Fear, and it appeared in the June '55 Cosmopolitan.
Who are these handsome gentlemen?
Oh, that's Robert Lansing.
Yeah, Robert Lansing has a misshapen head.
Yeah, Robert Lansing.
Is he like a poor man's Michael Rennie?
I don't even know whether he's a poor man's Michael Rennie. Or maybe Michael Rennie is a poor man's Robert Lansing.
Certainly a rich man's Robert Lansing.
Yeah. Well, and the interesting thing with this is keep an eye on Lansing. It's very rare, but they're out there and on gray market DVDs. But Lansing went on a year later to be in the 87th Precinct TV show based on the Ed McBain novels.
You know what's funny about that? No one cares. But you.
I'm just talking to you now, right? There's nobody else listening to this.
That's what I'm saying, and really.
Good, and you don't care.
And I don't care.
Well, anyway, they were based on the 87th Precinct novels, and I will now go through all 57 titles of the 87th Precinct novels, just so that we make sure to catch everything for our loyal listeners.
Yes, because they like that sort of detail.
Yeah. So Lansing played Steve Carella, the main detective.
Steve Carell?
Steve
like
Carella.
The guy from The Office. Oh, sorry.
No, Steve Carell ripped off Carella. And Ron Harper, who played one of the thugs in The Big Blackout. Played
the Planet of the Apes guy?
Yeah, the Planet of the Apes guy.
Here he is again.
Yeah, and he was in the Big Blackout. He plays Carella's partner, Bert Kling, in there. So anyway,
Are you talking about The Fatal Impulse or something else? Look at this guy's head. He's misshapen.
Yeah. He's got some strange eyes on him, too. He almost looks like one of the Outer Limits creatures. But then they all do, don't they?
Not all of them.
So 87th Precinct, more on the 87th Precinct that nobody wants to hear about, was produced by Hubble Robinson, who did...
the Hubble telescope.
Hubble, yes. Thriller. They did Thriller. And
somehow that ties back in, because we're watching Thriller.
We're back to Thriller now. And, that's it. That's all I've got to say about this episode. So we can...
Well, they say moving targets are harder to hit.
Yeah. So, how about you say something now?
This guy, he's so intent. He's so in love with his job. I get the sense that he doesn't have any friends, though.
Well, he'll have girlfriends later.
I'll have the place covered starting right now. How's he doing that? How's he having the place covered right now?
He's got some interior decorators on the way.
Okay. My favorite book.
Famous book, Elements of Modern Explosives. I looked that up on ABE. I couldn't find it. Manicured.
Now, that has got to be the most kind of unimpressive bomb in the history of film and television.
I'm dying to hear about it because you know more about explosives than I do. This is about the most careful that this bomb is treated throughout this entire episode. Because the rest of the time it's shaken up.
He's running with it.
He does all kinds of things with this bomb, but you're notified. I don't know how many times through this episode that if this bomb is even moved, it's going to explode. Convenient
in that it can be run with 2 AA batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the good part. Get ready to.
Yeah, now pay attention to her. Pay attention to Carolyn here on the right. She is probably my favorite thing in this episode.
Yeah.
She makes me hot.
Well, then you probably should turn on the air conditioning, Peter. You do live in Arizona. Get ready to cue suspicious guy music.
Yep. Well, I can't be cueing inside that studio there because Hannigan here isn't very suspicious.
But like I said, it's like do. It's like as soon as you heard that, you know something's going on.
Yeah. Notice that the back of his overalls say Acme Bomb Company.
I don't think the hat goes with the outfit.
No, it doesn't. Is it?
But this lamp will come into play very soon. This is not one of the better kind of
paste.
No, I was going to say the set dressing is kind of lacking.
Yeah.
Not kind of what you came to expect from the Purple Room or
As
later
opposed-
episodes.
As opposed to the acting
Here
and
it is.
the dialogue and the script in general. There we go, the cotton. And now he's going to very
Plant
subtle.
the bomb, but
Yeah.
very careful.
Now here's the smart thing right here. Watch this.
It's been planted.
Ah.
He's done.
It's done. It's planted. No, I'm going to take it back out of the box. It's already in the desk.
He told me to change the light bulb. That's
Your
what I
desk.
would say if I was going through the desk.
That's what I
And
said.
the light bulbs in the desk appear to be fine. Look at she's a creepy
great.
lady.
She's great. Oh, she is sexy.
Now, but did you notice he
was
got
taking-
behind the light before there was anybody to crash it on?
That's how they took care of most of the 1950s big monsters.
Now be careful with that bomb in your pocket, Limpy.
A glass hat. Now here we go, our first shot of 1950s.
Ah! Sorry. He's got ketchup all over
She
it.
tells her assistant to shut up and go help him at the same time.
Emergency. Get me to building superintendent.
And here, what are you going to do? I think
He's gonna
you're
masturbate. That's
hide
what he's gonna do.
somewhere in the building where they wouldn't look for a janitor.
And now he's going to pull it out just to make sure it's still there and it hasn't exploded.
See, but got to give some props to Pete Rugolo, because do you notice how whenever you see that box, he plays the bomb theme? It goes something like, dun dun dun.
Yeah. Here we go.
What time is it, Pete?
It's time for the Stepford wives to go home. They all look alike. Women in the 50s were like that.
So what could be more inconspicuous but being the only man?
Only man, yeah. I saw this in a video once. One guy with 30 girls. Okay. Here we see Carolyn doing her impression of Daniel Day-Lewis in My Left Foot.
I haven't seen that one, but now I guess I don't have to. All right.
Yeah.
Guest star moment? No, not yet.
Not yet. You're getting ahead of yourself. Carolyn has got to pee.
Now, see, I ride on elevators every day going to work, and you don't just kind of move your way back once you're in the elevator.
You sure?
It's just
I've
a
never
faux
ridden.
pas.
I've never ridden in a library like this before.
Well, that's not a library, Peter. We'll get him.
What? I guess Tarantino hasn't seen this episode. Hold on there.
Did he say take it down police special?
I think he said take a dump, police special. Yes. And there we go. There's Mary Tyler
Now,
Moore.
what you don't realize is that's Barbara Gordon, a.k.a. Batgirl in disguise.
Oh. That actress right there, Mary Tyler Moore, she went on to do a few other things.
Did she?
I looked on IMDb. All I could find were a couple of, woman in laundromat, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Nothing
So,
big.
so how did that guy miss it? Again, the only man leaving.
Not Elijah Cook.
I haven't seen an action scene like that since Ed Wood was working.
I think Ed Wood was working.
So now he's really motivated to speak because
Yeah.
he's dying.
He's gonna die, so he's gonna tell him everything.
That's not what he said. He said bag elevator.
He said he wanted to bag one of the ladies in the elevator. That's what he said. Isn't it amazing? On these shows, whenever somebody dies, they jerk.
Well, that's the international symbol of I have now died. In case anybody's not paying attention.
Oh,
Look at that. Look at him. Look away. Look down.
Jesus Christ, there are a lot of women there. That's what he's thinking. We got a city full of women.
And then the crazy lines. Wow.
Is
And
that
that's
the end?
just the opening act.
Oh, damn it. That was just the opening act. That was the end.
So now we've got a press corps of, what, 8 guys?
Yeah. Yep. It's got, I can tell you it's a bomb.
One thing's for sure, Inspector Clay's dead, murdered, and someone is responsible.
Did you get all that?
Yes, all the important details have been covered. And everybody back in the office, just back to normal.
And Carolyn has probably visited the restroom because she looks a lot calmer. That or she snorted a couple lines.
So you're going to have to turn down your TV a bit, Peter, because now I can hear it too loud. And everybody at home listening to this, well, I guess if they're not watching it on TV, they'll appreciate your playing it for them.
Well, from what I understand, there's a lot of audio problems with these discs, so maybe they'll be able to
Yes.
hear it through this commentary.
Somebody will complain about this commentary, I'm sure of it.
I'm going to complain about this commentary.
So, who's this guy sitting next to Carolyn here, and is like he helping her by watching her type?
Yeah, well, he's an ace detective. He's
got the list of names.
And there's Ed Nelson. Ed Nelson, he's
Cookie
also in the
Nelson?
Cheaters,
Oh, okay.
and he was in Night of the Blood Beast.
Look at his intense stare.
Yeah,
I
He's off
actually
the
think
hook.
he's
big smile. He's off the hook.
fine.
Oh,
That's just peachy.
he's got a Joker smile on his face.
It's like, what was that look about? So obviously we're now into the meat of the episode. Now it's all falling apart.
Yeah.
What are they going to do? They've got this bomb. It's in somebody's purse, and these women could be anywhere.
They're passing around a description of the bomb right now.
Yeah. Again, one of the real sad technological issues of not having cell phones. Just think they could have called all these women already.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's an amazing job that they actually get a hold of these women in the first place.
Well, he seemed pretty interested in tracking down some of these women. So
Some of those, yeah, I would be. It would be his job. I had to see this episode 6-7 times before I realized that Ed Nelson isn't a reporter; he's a cop.
okay, but let's ask ourselves a question. Based on the type of bomb he described, how did he describe the bomb? I seem to recall him saying bag, elevator. It's like, well, based on the type of bomb he described, a bomb that would fit in a purse in an elevator?
Now that I think about it, I had to watch this episode 6 or 7 times because I kept falling asleep during it.
That doesn't really count. If it makes you feel any better, other people could be falling asleep right now while watching this episode.
No, they're watching it for the first time.
Oh, well, in which case I apologize.
Isn't this where we're supposed to...
So this is the big money shot. Now we're outside.
Money shot? We get one of those in here? That would be during the elevator scene. Now, Lansing is asleep.
Again, thank you for not commenting on how close they're sitting together.
Well, you can't really tell. That might be a very small car. It's not a long shot where you
Look
see
at the
they're
window.
actually sitting.
Look at the window. You can tell. You can see the one guy's on the side and the other guy's sitting right next to him.
Yeah. Well, just keep an eye on Lansing's hands. He looks annoyed.
Why does he keep looking in Lansing's lap? So where are we going here, Pete?
Well,
Elsa's.
I think we're going to try to find the bomb.
It couldn't be a
I get
false
so
alarm.
I'm sorry. I get so caught up in this dialogue that I forget that we're actually recording this.
Did I tell you we're recording? We're actually not. It's just a trial run.
Oh, good. Good.
He's so intent.
He's
It's like, but like I said, that's why I see Michael Rennie snap.
a lot of actors, I think, have to go through years and years of training, but I think that Lansing was probably born with this gift. I think that, just look at his face. It says so much when he gives that annoyed look at somebody.
Yeah, but I imagine if you were ordering a sandwich, he would have the same delivery.
He could be smiling right now. We don't know.
Yeah. And
I
there's nothing that makes me feel a little bit better than hearing you talk about losing your daughter.
I love this speech because this is the kind of speech that the guys that were about to go down on the other planet on Star Trek, they were about to beam down. They'd always give these kind of speeches just before they're going to die. Because this guy's going to die. You know it. When he's giving this speech, because he's saying, my life would be nothing without my wife and my kid. And without them, I'd just be dead. And you should get a wife and kid like I've got. I'm going to live forever. So you know what's coming now, right?
It can't be good. But I'll wait here.
Yeah.
Again, I find it touching when somebody, is able to find the good things in the loss of a child. That's it.
See, that's the key right there.
And really what we needed right now is to understand motive. So now we can try the, damn, he's dead.
Electricity.
I guess motive doesn't really help us find the
No,
bomb,
don't go in there. Don't go. You didn't listen to me. Don't go in there. You're about to hear the world's most astonishing explosion.
I'm on pins and needles.
Wow, I'm surprised the set didn't shake. And then look at that.
And see what you can do with $5 worth of lumber.
The building came down on him.
Not so much the building, not even the facade of the building. It looks like the Incredible Hulk walked through the wall.
Hey, at least the guy ain't shaking his head.
Shake your head. Come on.
Come on, shake your head.
Shake it. Shake your head. He didn't even care.
He's pretty upset.
It's a little bit of a Charlton Heston look, though. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, he went and got a haircut.
Yeah, he's you don't want to fool with him right now. He's simmering.
Now's not the time.
Now this guy in real life, his name is Tony Garboni.
I can't help that.
But he couldn't help it either. He was in Bucket of Blood too.
Bucket of Blood 2, the sequel to Bucket of Blood. What's he doing there?
He's probably.
Did they? Are we in the men's room and they're standing at the urinal? What's going on here?
I don't think they made it to the urinal. He's sticking pins.
It's like I want to kind of come around the corner and see he's got pin the tail and a donkey going on there. What's exactly happening?
I think I read an interview with Lansing once. It said that when he wanted to express anguish in a scene, he'd just come to the set constipated. See, look, right there. And he's got to go.
Where's his hand been?
Does Ed Nelson, does he look like a cop? He doesn't look like a cop.
Look at that tie. That tie would come back into style in the 80s. And then go back out of style.
Very quickly.
And meanwhile, I'm still playing Pin the Tail on the Donkey.
Oh. Everybody in this film has a cigarette.
I'm going to put a title up that says name, in case it's not clear. That's not good enough.
Now you're going to notice there are some stars next to these names, boss. Those are the babes.
Oh, I see. How did they have all this data on these women? How do you know their favorite restaurant?
I don't know. Carboni either has a gap between his teeth or
Why
he's
did they
just
write
being
Marjorie's name like 15 times? It's like written in chalk over and over and over again. Starting right now. I love you.
I want you to marry.
Can't even look him in the eye.
I want you to marry my ex-partner's widow. Take care of her.
Again, why is Marjorie's name written on 15 times? Meanwhile, at the seventh heaven.
Ah, yes. Beautiful purse.
This is a great scene.
It is. It's very well staged. That's Whitney Blake. I'm going to go into my IMDb here really quick.
The guy or the girl?
The girl. I think she's a girl. I think she's a girl. She's Meredith Baxter Burney's mother.
Really?
And the thing that I found incredible was that she co-created One Day at a Time with Valerie Bertinelli. I mean, you just don't get that every day. I mean, how many other Thriller alumni have created classic TV shows?
Sitcoms. Well, starting with this one, none.
And then after this, she went on to play Dorothy Baxter in Hazel for 5 seasons. You're probably a little too young to remember Hazel, but
I remember Hazel.
Hazel was
they
great.
had reruns. Don't touch your purse.
I love this. He doesn't want to cause a panic.
Is this the seventh heaven or the tiki room? Look at the bamboo furnishings. This is a pretty hip place.
The guy in the middle, that's Lance Fuller. He was in The She Creature. And according to IMDb, he was a Vasarian villager in Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. Now, how they could tell that, I have no idea.
I'm
I mean,
sure
she was
Tom Weaver
probably,
must have told him.
Yeah, probably.
I'm going to take it from outside the window. Now, pay attention.
So he doesn't
We
want to cause a
cannot
panic
risk
here.
it
He doesn't want to
going
panic
off.
here, so he doesn't want to evacuate the restaurant, even though there could be a bomb in the purse. He doesn't want to evacuate the restaurant because I guess he doesn't want to be embarrassed when they don't find the bomb. Does that make sense?
You know, don't want to embarrass anyone. It's like we
Opens
open
up the window.
It's like, again,
Really not
big
sure.
budget set. I had to walk
Yeah.
around the bamboo wall. Carefully. He stole her purse.
They're pretty calm. They're pretty calm.
But now you know how to steal somebody's purse.
And he's going to go a good 10, 15 feet away from the restaurant.
It's like, look how he holds his balance as he steps over a 2-foot tall lattice. I know he's looking. I think he just should have run with the purse at this point.
Yeah.
Now, everybody knows the bomb squad would really just take that purse and blow it up.
The first thing he's going to find here is a vibrator.
Oh, the crazy lines!
No! I've got to know what happens.
Tune in next week. Oh, wait, that's not necessary.
I can't.
But that is why it's a thriller, Pete.
This is absolutely thrilling.
What is he doing with my purse? He's in love with it. Here we got the copy of the new Daniel Steele
Joy of
novel.
Sex.
I'm going to go ahead and keep that used handkerchief.
Damn it.
Because I took it out at home.
What a man.
That's what I look for in a man.
She's wet.
He could have been saving my life. He could. Or he could be robbing you. Did you see his identification?
Have you noticed that every single person in this thriller smokes a cigarette?
No bomb. What if she had a bomb of her own in there? Then he would have thought he solved the crime and the bomb would still be out there.
She's breathing heavily.
Shouldn't he have denied the... It's like, do you want to drink? No, but I'll sit down for a while.
Now here's where we find out that she's actually an artist. And how do we find that out?
It's not even that she's an artist. It's that she's a quick sketch artist. This is like a perfect Pictionary partner.
Oh.
You could draw every face on the elevator. I could even draw them on a piece of paper.
Well, do it, damn it. Now watch. What's that? What is he doing? He's touching his mouth.
Here's a menu, all right? And she puts pencil down 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011. This is getting scary. 1012. And we've got 15 different little headshots to choose from.
Yeah. That's great. And
it's like, I thought it might have been one of these two other men, but I'm going to go with the one in the middle with the hat.
She also drew sketches of the food inside the menu. Well, I think she's hitting on him.
I don't know. I'm going to take this menu with me in case I get hungry later.
Now watch this. There's her after-sex cigarette right there. Oh.
What a man.
Wow.
Car phone.
Say, we got rid of Jane Kimball, Donna Dodds.
But Marjorie, with her name written 15 times over, is still showing.
Well, maybe there are more than one Marjorie Dodd. Marjorie?
I don't know. I still like the car phone. Even car phones of the future weren't like that. Peter, what were you doing between 4 and 6?
Domestic bliss.
Lies, lies, lies.
What is an old guy like that doing with a babe like this?
Pete, I think you need to get glasses or get a little closer to the television.
She's not a babe. Or are you saying that he's good looking?
Well, I'll let you go either way with it.
I think she's a very attractive lady.
I keep forgetting you're 25 years older than I am.
You know what? She needs a cigarette.
What she needs is a policeman.
She got one.
And just in time.
Yeah.
Is that your purse? Can I take it out back? At least he's got his badge out. Now, was I wrong, or did he not show his badge in the seventh heaven?
You know what? We can rewind that, and we can go through all this again.
Over.
Yeah. I'm game.
It's like, first my husband, now you. Sure, you weren't in the building.
I think she's telling the truth. I mean, look at the guy. He's probably 80 and she's probably 25.
Her name, but was her picture drawn on a restaurant menu?
I think she's hot.
What I care about is your purse.
Her panties are hanging out of the purse, and the husband hasn't even noticed yet.
Ooh, that could be problematic. And then it's like, wait a second.
Hold on.
So what does he do?
He grabs a
sharp movement. Boom.
This is Lansing at his best, I believe.
Give me the
Look at those hands.
The fingers. Give me the bag. Give me the bag.
Give me the bag.
Thank you, sir. That kind hand on the shoulder really makes it all okay.
Give me the panties.
Okay, what do we got here? We got soap opera weekly. We got some mascara. We got.
I don't want the two of you to leave the room. I want you to stay right here.
What? I'm sure there was a bomb there earlier. And then she laughs. Go break up somebody else's marriage. Hey, that's not Waltz from Godfather again, is it?
No.
I know, I'm kidding. I think there may be some domestic violence.
Yeah. I think I've done my job here.
Nice. What time's the bomb going off?
I think it's going off at 11 o'clock.
11
So
o'clock.
It's got an hour and 15 minutes.
So the episode is not over yet.
No.
Again,
and
we
I
get
think,
back up here,
I think
play
this
some more
episode
Pin the
is
Tail on
actually
the
shot
Donkey.
in real time.
You don't hear the doot, 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 like you do on 24.
This thing's got.
Look at that one. That name got like scratched out completely. It is so not this person. Well, glad to see you guys are working hard at finding the bomb.
Lansing is going to show you grief here. He doesn't know what to do. He's at his wit's end.
He's gonna cry.
Oh.
Hey, look at that cat.
We're back at the seventh heaven.
The scene of the crime.
Here's your phone, sir. Oh, he is such a guy. Actually went and got a phone for his girlfriend.
I'm waiting for somebody to open up that window like on the Batman TV show.
Now, I'm going to tell you a little thing about this set that you're probably not going to have known. This set was later used in the Brady Bunch Vacation in Hawaii, a special on ABC in 1973.
If they were going to make a
Starring-
sad sack movie, that's the guy.
Starring Vincent Price. I believe that candle was still on the table.
I've seen that episode, Peter. You're just making that up.
No, I wouldn't make these things up.
So why are we back with these folks?
Because she's just remembered one of the people.
Oh,
In
and
the
then
elevator.
he just remembered that he had a restaurant menu folded up in his
remember?
coat pocket.
He said, "Now wait a minute, I just got this." Oh, and he's back to crying again.
You got a call from the seventh heaven.
Yes. Aye.
I forgot to draw their picture. She's an easy subject. She looks like a portrait of a turtle.
I love that. Lansing demands her, get to drawing, please.
And right now, somebody in the seventh heaven is like, where the hell are all our menus
Our
gone?
menus are gone. Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
touching. What a man.
This guy's he's a pretty cool cat for just,
Oh, the crazy lines are back again.
yeah, right in the middle of his best line, too.
But is it over? No.
I was hoping it was, but no. She's still drinking. She's been drinking all night.
She's drinking. Is she drinking or is she drinking a candle?
Yeah, that's a pretty highfalutin highball glass she's got.
What you really don't know is her mother has the bomb in her purse.
Her mom has the bomb in her hat.
That's at least enough change to ride the bus riding around her neck.
Well, look on the bright side. She's not bedridden.
But they're two old biddies.
Two of them, yes. Old biddy alert. Oh, my gosh. Look at that. There's the bomb.
But we didn't hear the bomb music. Pete's asleep at the wheel. It should be dun dun dun.
Look. Did you see her eyes?
I'm trying not to look at her. Oh, there it is. Sorry. I was premature.
Oh, my gosh.
Meanwhile, at the used bookstore.
Now we're going to get to see Mary Tyler Moore with her prescription glasses.
Now, have you ever been to a library?
I've been to a library.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Do you notice that when you go to the opposite aisle of books, there are usually other books, not books just facing the wrong way?
I hope that Mary didn't pay very much for those glasses because they have no lenses in them.
Maybe what you don't realize, Peter, is they put glasses on somebody like Mary Tyler Moore to make her look unattractive.
Is that what it is? I thought maybe in the 50s they just wore glasses without lenses.
He's going to push the whole thing and knock down the library.
Lansing's one smart cookie. He's always putting two and two together.
Do you see the way he came dancing out of there? He looked like Christopher Walken in that music video.
Come on, Chief, let's go.
I can't start the car. Whoa. Driving a little close there.
All right, now we've got close guy. That's it.
At least they went for a different angle within the car shot, but yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
It's like, and would you please move over? He's like looking where, he's like, there's a whole seat next to me I could be sitting in.
Chief, it feels like your gun is loaded.
And yet
now I see the
now,
guy sitting on the end of it.
well, you had to get out of the car sooner or later.
Right, gotcha.
Okay.
You've obviously made films like this before.
This is a scene from Get Smart, right?
Yeah. They're probably talking to each other.
It's a race. I'm going to 2, 3 numbers, 4 numbers. Oh, he's ahead of me. But somehow he got the number in first.
Hello, Chief. I lost the girl's number.
There's what are we waiting for here, Pete?
Right.
At some point, isn't he going to say, "Don't we have a car in the phone?"
I know exactly how you feel.
Excuse me, don't we have a phone in the car?
What are we going to do now? Let's shut our eyes and think.
It's a pensive moment. Let's all take a moment to appreciate this.
Why wasn't Robert Lansing in Airplane?
Wasn't he?
My God, he should have been. Let's go, Chief.
All right, your Pete Rugolo is getting loud again. Again, tearing out. What does she draw on at home if they don't have restaurant menus?
Probably the walls. See that duck right behind us?
That's one of her finer pieces.
Dun dun dun. 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 more minutes. Only 10 minutes.
He's got one thing on his mind.
Now, see, this is a scene right out of Night of the Living Dead. It's like, ooh, only 10 minutes to 3. We don't have very long to wait.
It's a very
There's
nice
some more of her fine foul pictures.
Very nicely furnished house. You've got a big bust in Nefertiti.
Please take your hand off your breast, man. It's like, well,
What was it?
Listen for the music. Listen for the bomb music.
I went in there. No.
She may already be dead.
Let me do it. But you two, don't leave the house. Stay right here.
I just want to point out the fine performances these lamps are giving.
You do like the lamps in this series. Do you think they're the same lamps?
It might be. Yeah, he's just got that Leslie Nielsen delivery. He's ready to evolve into comedies. Is he still with us or is he dead?
Lansing's dead.
Sorry, I stepped on the bomb cue music.
Yeah, Lansing's dead.
Was he dead when he made this episode?
I think he was for quite a few years. I think
very...
actually it was a bomb.
There we go, Pete. Doesn't he realize that there's no music coming out of the purse?
This guy's going, is that the bomb? Yeah? Okay, I'll see you back at the office.
It's like this purse is very, very important to me.
Yeah. He was looking for little schoolboys.
There's no bomb in this purse.
He's going to go back and find Mary Tyler Moore again.
Did they say anything about smoking near the bomb? Do you think this guy's getting upset that this guy keeps kind of butting in on their date.
I would think so, yeah. He's not getting any. And Lansing just yelled through the door, I got to go now. I'll see you later.
I think he threw it through the window and it just broke. Do you think he might bother to say, it's okay, there's no bomb in here?
Oh, this guy is so horny.
Ouch.
Oh, and she doesn't want him anymore. She wants
Okay,
Lansing.
that's not a drink for the road. And actually, he really wanted a drink for the road. Go figure.
Well, they've got better glasses here than they had at the restaurant.
That's a fine bust of a Greek goddess back on the table there.
That's Nefertiti.
Nefertiti's Egyptian.
Right. That's all the same. It's 11
It's
o'clock.
11 o'clock.
Time to watch the news. See if anybody
Turn
went
on
up
the
in
news.
smoke.
Boom!
Back to that again. Look, you're going to give me somewhere else.
Here's the real crime in this episode.
Yep.
Let's
Yep.
get serious.
Oh, he's back again.
How many times
Hey, look.
has this happened to you?
Something just came to me.
It could have dropped out on the couch right here. Have you heard any
Yep.
strange 3-bar music?
Where was I? I went in, took a wee.
He's going to wrestle with the chair now.
No.
No,
that's not
no,
it.
it was over here.
It was the kitchen. I made myself a ham sandwich.
Just make him run around the apartment. Look, no, this coat is not safe.
There it is. He's never seen the bomb before, but that's got to be it.
It's a pack of cigarettes. What are you talking about?
I'm out of here, bud.
Yeah, he's like, all right, maybe I will leave.
Some days
Can
you
I
just can't get
go
rid
on
of a bomb.
iTunes and buy the bomb theme from the Fatal Impulse? Oh, I'm sorry, that was Nefertiti. I wasn't even talking about that. He just blew up a Nefertiti statue. That's just
Yeah.
wrong. Notice how his hair got undone in the
Yeah.
little tussle there.
Very sweaty, too.
And her boyfriend's gone. And she's gone.
She's gone. Yeah. That's because he threw the bomb right at them.
Yeah, it's like, go outside. You just killed Billy.
Here she comes. And suddenly she's unattached.
You're going to pay for that window, aren't you?
You're all man. He's not shaking.
Now he looks like the Mad Ghoul. David Bruce.
He looks like the 4D man to me.
I'll sleep tonight if I can find the right woman.
Oh, God. I suddenly am unattached. My boyfriend is lying in pieces on the lawn.
You blew him up. I guess the paperwork will wait.
Yeah. I've got a job, you've got a job. We've all got jobs, right? Oh. How do you punctuate something like this?
With another explosion.
How did they not write a sequel?
I want it to end with a big explosion. Go to the lamp. And the crazy lines.
So the bomb didn't really go off at 11 o'clock.
Did you see the guy making it, Pete? Did you really think it was going to go off on time? So,
That's true.
any relation between Philip McDonald and John D. McDonald?
Well, you can look at the IMDb, but I'm done with this episode.
Elisha Cook. thought he was going to really play an important part in the show, and he just turned out to be nothing.
Yeah, you could say this is one of those wonderful kind of episodes where you think
Conrad Nagel, want to give him a shout out for looking and sounding like the guy from Payback.
Yeah. You sure it wasn't the guy from Payback?
I'm willing to accept that. And Pete Rugolo for Dun Dun Dun.
You know, this was so much fun, John. We should get together next week and maybe do The Watcher. Or Rose's Last Summer. Or what else did Universal want to throw our way?
One Last Thing I Love. Dun, 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 dun. That's beautiful. Now, the funny thing is, no one's going to listen to this. No one's going to hear this because I didn't really tell you when we talked to Universal. They actually said they didn't want a commentary from us. And it was more along the lines of, who? But in case anybody did listen to this, I think we should reward them in some way. And I was going to suggest that anybody that...
And flush it down the toilet.
We will remove this set from your DVD collection of Thriller, so you never have to watch it again. No, if anybody's listened this far and suffered through our inane ramblings in person, as it were, as opposed to just online, and you go to the Fatal Impulse blog entry at A Thriller a Day. A Thriller a Day? What's our blog? thrilleraday.blogspot.com. You post a message there, good, bad, or ugly, about this episode and or this commentary, and we'll send you an issue of our print version of Bare Bones magazine as a thank you. So for the first, say, 5 people, which I imagine will satisfy everybody and give us 2 or 3 copies to spare. Post something, mention bone. Put the word bone in your comment somewhere so we know you actually listen to this.
And make it clean, too.
yes. We'll, we appreciate feedback, but not that truthful feedback. Anyway, thanks for listening to this commentary on the Fatal Impulse.
Whoa. What are you thanking them for?
We
did all the work.
I was thanking you, Peter.
Oh, okay. All right.
Thank you for listening to this commentary, but I take it back now. Yeah, we did all the work. It only took 32 attempts to record this in our high-tech Thriller a Day studio.
Well, you know, if you knew how to work your DVD player and you didn't keep putting on the wrong episode, that would have helped.
But the other episodes were good.
No, they were good. I got to say that.
All right. Anything else you want to say to the folks that are still listening? By now they can probably go back to the main menu and select a good episode. Actually, in their honor, why don't we go out the way we started here? Thanks again for listening.
You're welcome.
And we'll catch you on the next time. Really, at this point, why are you still listening?
They're not listening. They weren't listening in the first place.
You're right.